Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Tigers and the Dublin Celtic Tigers. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Tigers and the Dublin Celtic Tigers. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at these Dubliners entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they're hot as can be. Winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of 3, second down. And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Hobson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Back to the air on second down. Hobson, throw left side, complete. That's Logan. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Back to throw. Hobson, his pass caught at the 4. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off. However he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago, 7 catches, 95 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch every one thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Operating from the gun. Warren. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go. 18 Gators. Stay with your man.
On first down, Holt, and he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. On second down, it's Holt, and he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Off the play fake. Hobson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Logan. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll run on first down. It's Holt. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
60 Pittsburgh. 51. Mike 51.
To throw on second down. Hobson got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
18. Hey, 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
On second down now. It's Holt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Looking to throw. Hobson. And that'll be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Back to throw. Hobson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey. You got 3. You got 3.
On first down, Holt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Got it.
On second down, it's Holt. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
You ready? 56. Check 56.
Throwing on first down. Hobson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Hobson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. From the gun, Hobson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
They can't stop you, son.
From a yard out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Warren. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off play action. Warren They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Freeman. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
56, right there, 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. On 3rd and 2. Warren toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Right back to him on 1st down. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 6. And he rifles one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Hobson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and long. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hobson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you could just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the visiting Panthers who were able to come in and get one on the road. 28-14 was your final score. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team. of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He'll run it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
56 to Mike, 56, check 56.
Looking to throw. Warren looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On 3rd down, Warren. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. From the gun, Warren. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Too soft. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. Hobson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Hobson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Hobson. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, Warren over the middle, complete. That's Murphy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Warren. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
He's not going to get me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Warren trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Hobson. He finds Douglas complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. 56. Coming to you. Coming to you. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Hobson. Throw left side complete. It's Arnold.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this throw caught left side, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ready, set.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hobson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Arnold. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hobson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Extra point forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down and inches. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Warren. He's got White here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Freeman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Warren. He may try and run for this, and he will score. It's a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block. but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second down, 6.
On second down now, it's Holt. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
70, Indy. Brought down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing to start the drive. Warren. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Warren. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Warren. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Murphy. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you.
From the gun, Warren. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the drive there took 6 plays. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hobson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Looking to throw. Hobson looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
15 line.
And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for our visitors, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for the Dubliners, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.